Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be planning for the week of August 26th to September 1st. And this week I'm going to be planning a little differently. I have a few things that I want to focus on throughout the week, so I'm going to kind of change up the layout that I usually do. And I also want to play around with the colors. I usually like to color block, but this week, since it's the end of the month, I just wanted to have a little more fun with it. The bottom washi, date covers, and sidebar are all going to stay the same. And the big sticker that I already have placed for Monday is for my younger son's 1-year appointment. It originally was supposed to be on August 1st, but they had to reschedule until August 26th, and I have been anticipating this appointment for a long time. Because with my first son's 1-year appointment, I learned that they have to have blood drawn to check their iron levels, so I was really nervous about it. When they're newborn, you kind of get used to having the vaccines every 2 months, but then once they're 6 months, it's kind of a longer gap until 12 months, so I wasn't really sure how my son would react to having shots again. At his 2, 4, and 6-month appointments, he screamed so much louder than my older son, so I kind of anticipated him to do the same thing, but it actually turned out complete opposite. He didn't actually have to get the blood drawn through his vein like my older son. He just got a finger prick and he didn't cry at all during that. He was very curious about what was happening to his finger and kind of giving a little bit of a mean look, but he was still like, oh, what's happening? And then with the shots, for the first 2, he didn't cry. He was kind of uncomfortable and confused of why he was being held down. And then for the 3rd one, he did cry for maybe like 5 seconds. And as soon as I was able to pick him up, he was fine. And that was such a relief for me. So right after his appointment, I went straight to Walmart and I picked up a little potty for my 3-year-old son because for some reason that day I wanted to start potty training. We have been talking about it for a long time, and when he turned 2, I kind of thought that was the time that he would be ready to potty train because we had gone through all of the steps with him. He would always follow me and my husband to the bathroom and ask questions, and we'd always talk him through everything. So he definitely had interest at an early age, but he always had it in his mind that it was only for adults. So I kind of kept pushing it off. Obviously, when his brother was born, I didn't want to start at that time because it was a big life change. And then I thought maybe a few months later we would be able to start, but he really was not ready. He wouldn't really tell me when he was going potty until after it was already in his diaper. So I kind of put it on pause, and I knew we were going to have our move coming up, so I was just like, okay, we're gonna wait till he's 3, and now he's 3, and we've been kind of talking about it for the past couple of months and telling him, big boys go on the potty, and he's kind of been hesitant, but he's been telling my husband and myself that tomorrow we'll go potty. So I finally am like, okay, today is tomorrow. We're gonna do it today. And that was on Monday. And right now I'm not sure if we are going to continue with potty training because I don't know if he's fully ready yet. I think he understands a lot of what is happening, but I'm not fully convinced that he's ready. So I'm gonna give it a few more days and see how he does. What I decided to do in my planner was kind of section off an entire row across the week solely to mark down any type of potty training milestones. And then for the bottom half of that column, I'm going to mark down all of our fitness goals, our workouts, and just anything having to do with diet and exercise. On this particular Monday, I don't know why we wanted to do everything at once, but my husband and I just decided that it was the day to completely go on calorie counting type of diet and to eat healthier and work out at least 4 times at the gym. I'm also trying to work out throughout the week in the mornings on my own. So we are getting everything started this week, and it's been pretty awesome, but also very hectic and crazy. Another big thing that was happening this week was that I completely stopped breastfeeding my 1-year-old. When he turned 1 in the middle of July is when I kind of started to replace one of the feedings with a bottle of whole milk, and I kind of slowly started to wean him that way. And for a couple of weeks now, I had just saved the nighttime feeding, and all of the other feedings were with a bottle of whole milk. So on Tuesday night was actually the last time I breastfed, and it was really sad and emotional, and my son is still having a hard time with it. Originally, he was pretty upset about it, but then once he realized that he was still gonna get some feedings, he was all about the bottle. But now that he has only bottle, he kind of is upset with it, and he pushes it away, and he's like, okay, well, I am thirsty or hungry or whatever, so he does drink it, but then he pushes it away and he kind of hits the bottle. But I am relieved to have that finally be done. I've been kind of stretching it out because of this 1-year appointment that I've been dreading for so long, and I wanted to make sure that I was able to comfort him if I needed to. And so now it feels like I can finally focus on myself again. I can take any supplements that I feel that I need. I had decided to completely dedicate an entire year to breastfeeding, so I feel accomplished in that sense, and now I can really focus on my goals. I had left Sunday blank initially because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it. I do like to have some kind of separation from month to month, but since I didn't have a full month of September, I didn't really know which headers I wanted to use for it. I actually had deleted a clip of me putting on a completely different kit from last year that was a little bit more fall, but it just kind of looked weird, I think because it's only one day. So I ended up taking it off and putting the same stickers from this spread on, and the only real difference was the date covers. We don't completely have plans yet for the weekend, but since it is a 3-day weekend, we were thinking about doing some kind of barbecue and go swimming and invite family over, so it should be a good weekend. And the last thing I added on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night were the 3 meals that I had planned to be cooking from HelloFresh, which I don't get all the time, but this week it definitely helped a lot to have those meals already planned out, especially since we're starting this new calorie counting on top of everything else that we wanted to do. But that is about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.